First Secretary General of African Continent Free Trade Area, WamkeleMene, said that advancing the implementation of the African Continent Free Trade Area is more than an economic necessity because it's a strategic pathway to achieving inclusive growth, resilience, and sustainable development across the continent. The Secretary General said so on a 57th session of the Conference of African Ministers of Finance, Planning, and Economic Development, which is underway in Addis Ababa under the theme Advancing the Implementation of the Agreement Establishing the African Continental Free Trade Area, proposing transformative strategic actions. The ministerial conference provides an opportunity for stakeholders to reimagine Africa's trade landscape, drive economic transformation, and build a sustainable future for all Africans, he noted.
Advancing the implementation of the AfCFTA is more than just an economic necessity. It is a strategic pathway to achieving inclusive growth, resilience, sustainable development across our continent.
African Continent Free Trade Area is built on a developmental integration approach as outlined in Agenda 2063 with a strong focus on market integration, infrastructure development and industrialization, he elaborated, noting that the pillars are essential for boosting intra-African trade, driving economic growth and supporting the continent's structural transformation. He added the African Continent Free Trade Area is more than just a trade agreement. It's Africa's strategic project to promote industrialization and enable countries to move up the value chain in sectors where they have historically been raw material suppliers. He also emphasized that the priority now is full implementation, delivering tangible results for small and medium-sized enterprises, African investors and economic operators, which is more crucial in the face of global geopolitical tensions. Currently, 49 member states have ratified the agreement, providing a solid legal framework for trade liberalization, economic integration, he said, adding that this is a significant milestone and we remain optimistic that the remaining member states will soon join, unlocking the full potential for intra-African trade. Importantly, the African Continent Free Trade Area Secretariat has developed operational tools and targeted interventions to help the private sector effectively utilize the agreement, identify investment opportunities and integrate into key supply chains, the Secretary General stated. The outgoing chair of the African Continent Free Trade Area Bureau and the Minister of Finance of Zimbabwe, Professor Mitsuli Nkube, on his part said, acting decisively to deepen regional integration, not just defensively, but as a proactive strategy to harness Africa's economic potential is quite significant.
We must act decisively to deepen our regional integration, not just defensively, but as a proactive strategy to harness Africa's economic potential.
He pointed out that the Conference of African Ministers of Finance provides an opportunity to transition from commitments to action, stressing the rapid transformation of the global trade system. With heightened trade restrictions and the rise of regional economic blocs, the traditional dynamics of globalization are shifting and hence, Africa can't afford to remain on the margins, as to him. Enhancing regional value chains, access to finance, as well as eliminating non-tariff barriers and scaling up innovative financing mechanisms and leveraging digital innovation for trade expansion, strengthening macroeconomic stability as well as aligning national policies with regional integration commitment, among others, are important measures to bolster economic resilience and foster investor confidence in African markets, according to the outgoing chair of the African Continent Free Trade Area Secretariat. He pointed out that accelerating green industrialization and climate finance will ensure that Africa's trade growth aligns with its sustainable development goals. Integrating climate-smart trade policies into the African Continent Free Trade Area will unlock new opportunities in renewable energy, carbon markets, and green supply chains, positioning Africa as a leader in sustainable industrialization, the Ethiopian news agency reported.